In this video, we'll learn about the property decorator. Last time we learned about the property class where we define here a property and start to assign it. There are a few issues in the property class. The first issue is in the init method, you typically have to do to call the set method by yourself of the object. The reason behind that is you typically have some verification in the set and you don't want to duplicate it. So you end up that you probably will have to make a call from here to this function. So you have to make that call. The second issue is the outsiders now see two ways to change a variable. So now guys know that they can call set full name or just assign a name, which might be more confusing for our guys. One might handle this problem by mangling the name. Overall, the two issues aren't that severe, but Python has a more elegant way to do this task, which what we call property decorator. It's much less code and less easy. To do that, you write the variable name directly here, like full name, full name. There is no getter and setter here, just full name and full name. And then you come here and write add property. This makes this property is available as a getter. Or you write add full name dot setter. This makes this property at setter. That's all. This is going to do the exactly same thing. The good advantage here is you didn't have to define the full name as a separate line. You didn't have to name this as get name or set name. No one outside the class now see get full name, set full name. So this makes it like a more elegant way than the other problem. Now again, if you code here person.full name, this will call the get. If you assign it value, it will call assign. I would like now to warn you about a very typical infinite recursion that happen in your code. Recursions just means that the function is calling itself forever, or sorry, it's just calling itself, which here will be forever. Let's see how. I'm just here creating just the object, even there is no get or set. In the init method, I have a variable salary, which I want to make sure that it is in less than 0. And I say set.salary equals salary. Now salary is defined as a property with a getter or setter. So set.salary will call the set method here. Now in the set method I wrote if value less than 0 equals 0, then I wrote set.salary. When you read set.salary again, what happened is set.salary equal is calling the set again. So we are calling salary, which is going to call salary, forever. So this code will never stop. So as you see here, without being careful, we ended up with an infinite recursive code. So when you have an infinite recursive code, then maybe one way is that you are calling the set forever. In a similar way, you can even call the get together. I'm here just printing the salary, which is just calling the get. I have now named the name as underscore underscore salary, so that I get outside of this trap. This is one way. So now underscore underscore salary equals salary. This is calling the set, and the set here will put my underscore underscore salary. So this should be safe enough. Now the problem is with I'm sorry here. This line of code will not make a call for the set because underscore underscore salary isn't associated with this variable. Outsiders will call salary, and salary will just put underscore underscore salary. So there is no recursive call because salary and underscore underscore salary is two different things. The problem here comes from the getter. We made a mistake in the getter. I here defined as def salary to return self.salary. And the problem here is, this is a mistake. I needed to return underscore underscore salary. So this is more of a bug. So the difference between that one and that one here, the set here, it seems like correct as a code. But the problem is the variable name causes a cycle. Here the code itself is buggy, not because of the recursion, because we are returning the wrong thing. We should return underscore underscore salary. Overall, if you have a infinite recursion, you will always know about it. So if you just run your code, you will realize that your code is just actually recursive, making recursive calls. I think also one of the issues in this code is that here in this code, when I write __ salary, then this code doesn't call this function. So probably a more proper here is that I write self.salary equal salary. Then I'm calling the set, but the set will not call here. So in this code there are actually two bugs. One bug here is that this, it isn't big bug, but if salary is a negative value, this will not call this function, okay? And also that this actually returning the wrong one. So the fixes for this code should be that this guy say self.salary equal salary, and that this guy should return self.__ salary. Yeah, so this is a fixed way, but this is this should be also removed, the __. Sorry for that. As I said, you can make a tracing to make sure that your code overall doesn't cycle. So double check that the set and the get overall doesn't go in recursion. Also observe that the getter property with mangled name might also share some intentions. Like when you here provide a mangled name, you are giving a message, please do not touch, okay? So this is also an important message. So one place when people use the getter and setter is also with the mangled situation. So overall, it seems we told you about two cases for the properties. We discussed when you have incompatibility issue, so you provide a property to handle that, and also if you have a mangled variable, so also you would like to tell people about that, hey, use this guys, and let's keep this as a private variable as much as we can. I would like also to tell you some background. The idea of setter and getter is mainly coming from C++ and Java and such languages. Why? Because remember, these languages have the private section and public section. So now what if the user would like to get and set the data? That's why we provide them with get function and set function. However, this means that every variable will have couple of methods, which means a lot of methods written only to get and set. There is a big debate in the community about the setter and getter, and are they evil, are they breaking the OOP, and so on. Remember, in Python, by default we make things public, and then typically we don't provide getters and setters. If you have a good reason, like incompatibility, or you have some reason to hide the variable, then maybe property decorator will make your life much easier. That's all.